Hello, hello. It is just me right now, so I'm going to start today's live. Marina's going to join when she's ready. Happy Monday, everyone. How is everyone doing? Hi, Bill. Hi, Rich. How are you guys doing? How were your sales last week? Hi, Bill. Hi, Rich. How are you guys doing? Hang on. Can you guys hear me? Rich, yeah, we have to write her up for sure. I have nothing to say. Okay, how were your sales? How did everyone do? We were really busy last week. We did pretty well. So we're gonna share our sales with everyone. Did you guys, have any special items that you sold last week? How was your weekend? We had a busy weekend. As you know, Saturday, we set up our storage unit. So we literally had to move everything, create an inventory system. So it's been a little crazy. But the holiday's coming up, so we're hoping to relax this week, get some, self-care time. So please share, how your sales went. Are sales picking up? And what store do you sell the most items? All right, I'm gonna get started. While we wait we're not gonna wait for Marina. We're gonna get started. So last week, Rich said, I am selling clothes, not too good, sold one item. Clothes are different. I don't think they're, a priority item right now. So that's why we talked about it. Maybe during the pandemic, people are focused on other things rather than clothes. I'm just going to load up my phone just to make sure that I could see the comments. And Marina, I cannot hear you.
Can you hear me now?
My audio's wonky right now, so let me just fix something.
Okay, no worries. I just saw.
Okay, you can talk.
Yeah, no, I saw that Bill had a $350 sale the past 2 days. Congratulations, Bill. What are you doing? Share your secret with everyone. And let us know how you did that. That's fantastic. And it was only a total of 3 items. So just popping in, guys. Thanks for your patience. Michelle, have you kind of explained who we are and what we do?
Not yet.
Yeah? Okay, so a couple of updates. First of all, our name changed on Instagram. So we were the FlippinGals on Instagram, and we are now just FlippinGals. So it's the same as YouTube. And second of all, like, why do we come on, YouTube or Instagram or online period? So we come on to share our journey. So we started 2 years ago with, we discovered this really cool hobby called reselling. For us, it's a hobby. I mean, it's really a business, a side hustle for us, because we have regular day jobs. And then on the side for us, we do, we buy and we resell items, right? So so it's really cool if you could do it full time. Most people cannot though. But we come on to share like what we bought, what we sold, and then to check in with you guys how you're doing and all of that fun stuff.
Awesome.
So Bill said good clothing. So that's his secret. He had good clothes. Excellent. Are you still doing 17 items a day, Bill? Are you listing 17 items a day? Yeah, I love this comment by Rich. Marina's always late. We have to write her up. Yes, please. Can you please? All right. I get a verbal warning tonight. Thank you. But so Rich is also selling clothes, and he sold 1 item, he said. Fantastic.
Cool.
Okay, this is what Bill sold for $350. Are you ready? Stuart Weitzman Midland boots, icebreaker merino wool trench, and Cabela's asymmetrical zip hoodie. How wonderful, Bill. I have a question. Do you think people are buying for themselves, or do you think these are going to be gift items for others? And yeah, so thanks for sharing that, Bill. We appreciate it. And Bill said, not on lockdown, only for a day until we loosen up on the Rona cases. Yeah, totally. That makes sense. Michelle and I were talking about that. Things are getting crazy out here also. Super duper crazy. Like so many people are positive. So we've discussed that we need to like kind of tame it a bit and stay indoors a bit more than we have been. So it's kind of ironic. I think, we stay indoors, so we don't really know what's going on outside. But when Michelle and I over the weekend went to grab takeout in Los Angeles, and we were just kind of thrown aback because it was so crowded, right, Michelle? But
Yeah.
the one positive thing about that is that like 98%, 99% of the people were wearing masks, right? Versus like when we've gone to Orange County, it can be crowded there too. Not as crowded as LA, but it gets really crowded in Orange County also. And there it's like maybe 20% of the people have masks on. So it's at least they're wearing masks, right?
Yeah, LA, they're stopping the outdoor dining actually, starting I think this week. So last week we were still seeing people eating outside, but it's unfortunate, for the restaurants. So hopefully we get this thing in control. They released another vaccine today, so we shall see.
Oh, really? I didn't even know about that. See, I've been so busy, didn't even know they released a vaccine. With which company was that?
It's a long name. I forgot. It starts with a
K. It's a long name. Glasgow Smith Klein or something like that.
No.
Don't make fun of me on that one, please. Okay. And what percentage effective is it?
90, I think.
90? Oh, okay. So there's still that other one that's 95% effective.
Yeah, but this one you don't have to freeze it. So
you're right. So
the benefit of it.
That is a benefit, yeah.
All right, let's get started.
Okay, sure. Let's get started. So we're going to share what sold this last week. I have no idea yet, so we're going to find out. And I was thinking, Michelle, that going forward, maybe we could do the recap at the end instead of, at the beginning.
Okay.
Let us know what you guys think about that, because I feel like it could be a little redundant to have a recap at the beginning and at the end. But if you guys like it, we'll keep it. So recap, we sold 18 items. If you've been following our weekly sales recap, this is a little bit on the higher. Our average is about 15 items a week. Sometimes it's a little lower, sometimes it's a little higher. Our total gross was, quite a bit higher than our usual, 1,770, and our total profit was 1,174. So Michelle and I are definitely really happy with that. What changed, Michelle? Because this is definitely an increase compared to like, a few weeks ago. So, or last week even. So what do you think changed for us this last week?
I personally, I think it's just people are shopping for gifts. And we as you guys will see, we sold quite a few like VCR electronics items. So people are looking for those at this point.
Okay, yeah. So definitely the gift reasons are high, right? I forgot what we did in our other store. We have another store we don't publish the profits on here or anything because we donate half of our profits anyway. So we just don't. I mean, we don't make so much from the other store, but we the revenue was small there too. We didn't put much effort there. We put a little bit more effort into flipping this here, FlippinGals here, which is what we call it. And we have a new goal. I don't know if you guys remember, we mentioned it, but our goal now is we want to do consistently 1,000 a week. I have a little bit more time, starting kind of end of last week and this week to help Michelle do more sourcing, get more listing on. And so I think that kind of affected it a little bit. So not even consistency, Bill. We're not there yet. Getting closer to Christmas, maybe he's right. Yes, totally that.
Yeah.
Before we get started, so I want to ask you guys though to have a guess. How many? Because I guess like our thing that we sell the most is DVD VCR combos or VHS players, right? So how many DVD VCR combos or VHS players do you think that we sold this last week? Go ahead and put in the comments if you want to see if you got it right. All right.
No, I have to count as we go. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so this first item, this is a vintage Elna sewing machine. This machine is actually, it was made in Switzerland, so it's a European brand. It still works. I think people are looking to sew nowadays with the time off. So we sourced this for $32.50 and sold this for $199.
Sold it for $199. Sorry, you cut out. I didn't hear you.
$199.
Okay, so just kidding. You didn't cut out. I put in headphones and didn't realize I did that. So Bill said, yeah, is guessing 6, and Rich is guessing 5. So yeah, this is like a vintage. What is this? A sewing machine. It looks really cool though.
Yeah, I think it's pretty old. I'm not sure the age, but it's definitely vintage.
We picked it up at an estate sale haul. We had this very large haul a month ago. So this was part of the haul. Actually, the estate sale went on, right? It was like in the morning. They came back at lunch and they discounted everything 50% off. So I actually snagged this one at a 50% discount because I didn't know the brand. So I was like, you know, if they put it on sale, I'll take it. I'll pick it up. But I think it's a good brand. So if you weren't aware of this brand, Elna, especially, you know, Switzerland, it's a good one. It's sold really fast for us in less than a month.
That's funny. Bill has a comment. It says, not up to today's standard for sure. Well, maybe they don't want it to be today's standard.
Yeah, he knows all about that because I think you know how to sew, right, Bill? We don't know anything about this.
I think some people just enjoy using old things. I don't know. But this sold for $200.
Not bad.
All right, next one.
Yeah, this one, we've sold this model many times. It's an Emerson, and it's like a really basic DVD VHS player, but it does really, really well. So I don't know if you've ever considered picking up Emerson VCRs, but they do quite well for us. So our cost was $40. We sold it for $145.
Yep. This next item is a surprise sale for me. You know, we have a lot of vintage stuffed dolls. This is Winnie the Pooh. It's definitely vintage because it's got the Sears old label on the back. And we sourced this from a basket of vintage dolls, and we put 25 cents to, you know, that's how much it costs, and we sold this for $50.
Yeah, so that's definitely a gift item, I would say. It's super duper cute though.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so here's the next one. Is a Panasonic VCR DVD. It sold for $138. Our cost was on the higher end on this one. We paid up $48.
Yeah. Bill said, "Holy smokes! Seriously, dang." You know, vintage. It's been surprising for me. Vintage stuffed dolls. People collect those. I don't know if you remember, but we sold the Eeyore from Winnie the Pooh. This was from a 19, I forgot what year, but it had the really old Disneyland logo, and that sold for $75. So,
yeah, so we did talk about that before. If you guys see any vintage Winnie the Pooh items, those are bolos. Be on the lookout for those.
Yeah. All right, this next item. So where are we at? We're at number 3. This is a symphonic VCR player. Obviously, you can see some flaws on the VCR player, but people still are okay buying them because it works. So we sourced this for $10 and sold this for $88. And this is our third one.
Yeah, and this one came with a remote. So that's important to note because obviously if you can include the remote, it will make it more valuable. And we're actually going to start including the cables now in our pictures and with each player because people are asking us for the cables. And I'm imagining we're missing a lot of sales because we don't have cables on, we're not offering cables at this moment with our players. So you can buy them in bulk for $1. It's those like red, yellow, white cables. So here's the next one. The next one, it's a Sylvania DVD VCR. It cost us $29 and we sold it for $128.
So this is item number 4, DVD VCR number 4. All right. This is item number 5. This is an LG DVD VCR. We sourced this for $32.62 and sold this for $168. So this unit comes with the remote as well as the manual. So this is 5, right, Marina?
That I have no idea. I thought you said you were going to keep track.
Yep, we're at number 5. Okay, next.
All right, so the next one is a Go Video DVD VCR. Again, like it took us a while before we picked up the brand because we just weren't familiar with it, but it actually tends to sell quite well. So if you ever run across a Go Video brand, don't be afraid to pick it up. It's a decent brand. People are still interested in buying it. This one came with a remote control. So our cost was $35 and we sold it for $188. Michelle loves her last 2 digits ending in the number 88. It's like a Chinese superstitious thing. So if you're wondering why it ends in 88, that is why.
I don't know. I like to throw in random numbers. Hey, it makes it look different, right? When you look at those listings. So we're at number 6. Let's see if we have more. Okay, well, this next one is a Wii Fit. Have you guys played this game before? I definitely have. It's super fun. You could do yoga on it. You could do like workouts and stuff. I absolutely love this game when we had it. And this is actually new, sealed and boxed. And we sourced this for $10. I think Marina did source this one, so good job. And we sold this for $148.
That was a good negotiation, but my negotiations recently have been a little bit on the weak side, to be honest. To be frankly honest, I saw I think it was the Hustle podcast, and the lady was selling this Columbia backpack that they sold for $70 at a garage sale, and he was like, "How much do you want?" And then she was like, "A couple bucks." He's like, $1. That's like something that Michelle and I, we don't do that. Well, Michelle might do it. Do you do that, Michelle? Mm-hmm. Someone tells me $2, I know it's worth 70. I just give them the $2.
I still ask.
Yeah, that's what I thought. How about you guys? Would you still, if somebody's selling you a Columbia backpack worth $70 and they say, you say how much? They say a couple bucks. Will you offer $1 or will you give them the $2?
Rich has a funny comment. He says, "Congratulations, Bill. I officially concede." No recount.
That's hilarious.
Oh my God, that's the best. So funny. All right, let's move to the next one. Ooh, we got another one.
All right, so here's a Daewoo DAEWOO DVD VCR player. Our cost was $43 and we sold it for $128.
So this is item number 7. Okay, this next one is a Hitachi VCR player. We sourced this for $20, sold it for $78. This is VCR DVD number 8.
Except it's a VCR only. It's not a DVD player.
Yes. But I mean, we're counting. It's number 8.
Yes, it's a part of our VCR systems. Number 8. Very good. Your favorite number. All right, so here's the Valentine's cards. We had sourced these for $25 each, and we sold a bundle for $15. This is the brand. What brand is this, Michelle? Papyrus, and we actually had a live where we talked about how they're closing a bunch of their stores. So if you run into any of this brand. I'm going to type it up in the chat. Papyrus. Pick them up. Anything that is like not around anymore, people tend to pay up for. We haven't raised our prices. We've been selling them at this price since last year pre-pandemic, and they've been selling at the same amount. So
yeah, it's funny. People are buying Valentine's Day cards during Christmas.
Well, this is actually, given the fact that a lot of these stores are closing, it's actually not a bad price, because one of these cards we've sold for $15 just for one. So.
Yeah. All right, this next one, I mean, I have to say this is my favorite sale because Marina sourced this for $1. This is a K2 brand roller skates. These are vintage. It's actually K2 Ascent. That's the brand. And we sold this for $110.
This has got to be my favorite sale of the week. I love like selling free items, donated items, or where you're able to find something for $1 and flip it to, the going rate of these, of these rollerblades, which is $110. They're vintage, but they were in really good condition, minimally used, if at all. So Bill did clarify that Papyrus is out of business now. So,
wow.
So there you go. Thank you so much, Bill. We appreciate that.
Is it rollerblades or roller skates? I'm confused.
These are rollerblades or inline skates. Yeah, the roller skates are like the 4-wheel ones that are like square.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so Bill said that he's familiar with this brand. He said, I used those blades when training for cross-country skiing. Oh, whoa. So you were super athletic. Very cool. Cross-country skiing. By the way, did you rollerblade, Michelle, when you were like in the 90s, when this was like super popular?
No, I fall all the time, so this would not be a good sport for me.
You fall all the time? Why?
I'm very clumsy. I can't ski. I can't snowboard. I'm good with like any sports that has to do with hitting using a racket or something. Basketball, but I'm not good with anything that requires balance. So
got it.
Nope.
Okay. Nope. Okay, yeah. Well, I definitely rollerbladed, but my skates were not these are really nice. Mine were not as nice as this, but I definitely rollerbladed in the 90s. It was so much fun. And Bill said these are good brand. They're good blades. So thanks for letting us know about that. They look good
too.
They look nice.
All righty. This next one.
Bill says he's uber athletic and super competitive in all things. Sorry, not sorry, right? Nothing wrong with that. That's so cool. By the way, so I know before we end, Michelle, please remind me, or actually, you know what, I'll just say it now. If you guys have a store, why don't you please type it in the comments so you could advertise your shop. If you guys want to check out Bill's shop and Rich's shops, if you guys feel comfortable, Bill and Rich, type your shop names in the comments for listeners can check out your stores and maybe do some holiday shopping, right? So we're kind of spreading the word, shop small. If you can, support local businesses. Many businesses this year of the pandemic have gone out of business, right? But guess who hasn't gone out of business? Guess who's really grown? A lot of the giant companies like Amazon. So if you guys want to support local businesses, this is a fantastic time to do that. So Michelle, is this yours or mine?
Yours.
Okay, so this one was picked up at the estate sale haul that we had, this huge estate sale haul about a month ago. I think we bought like 100 items there. And this is a Krups. Did I say that right?
I don't know. I say Krups.
Krups or Krups? Krups slicer.
I think it's I don't know.
Bill would know. So we paid $10 and we sold it for $35, and it sold immediately as soon as Michelle listed it, which I wasn't surprised because it's like the holidays and like, this is when you buy things like meat slicers and all of that, right?
Yeah, the buyer actually sent a message and said, I'm planning a meal on Monday, which is today. So she was asking us to ship it early, and thankfully it arrived in time.
Oh my goodness, that is so close. The buyer got lucky, especially with the holiday season here. So Bill's Closet is 324 finds on Poshmark. So if you guys want to check out his closet and his items, you want to buy yourself something nice for the holidays, please check it out. Excellent.
And another cool thing about reselling is that you get educated, because I've never seen a meat slicer before. I've never
Really?
used one, and the blade was scary looking, and
Yeah.
I actually learned how to turn it on. So now I know how to use a meat slicer.
Yeah, I mean, meat slicers are awesome. I remember growing up, my grandma used to use these during Thanksgiving and Christmas and like slice the, the turkey or the ham and stuff. And then we just like nibble on the ham, cold cuts and stuff. Yeah, be careful with the blade, Michelle. You
It
don't
looks
want to chop off
scary.
your fingers.
No, I turned it on and I'm like, okay, I'm good. All right.
See, I knew Bill would know how to pronounce crepe
Crew.
because he
Crew.
says it's crepe spelled phonetically. Excellent.
All right, this next one is a pair of Vans shoes. These are red, made out of leather. We sourced this for $8 and sold it for $55.
All right, so this is a J. Crew plaid shirt or sweater.
Blouse, yeah.
Blouse, okay. So our cost was $3 and it sold at full asking price of $25. When you have the J. Crew, the black tag, we've had really good luck with those black tag J. Crew women's tops. So that was a good sale.
And this is a pair of Champion, brand new Champion logo slippers. We sourced this for $20.45 and sold it for $40.
Yeah, and so these ones are really cute. I think they're super cute. They're slippers, and they're really heavy, like sturdy slippers. So I remember when the buyer wanted to buy these, she wanted to pay. We don't pay for shipping, so she wanted to pay like $5, and we couldn't actually offer that because the slippers weigh almost 2 pounds, even though they're only size 8 women's, because they're really sturdy. So if you want a good shoe, like this is like a warm slipper, but you can literally probably wear this out and about, like go on a walk or, indoor, outdoor. They're super cute. The slipper looks like a hoodie that says the word Champion all over it. The other thing I wanted to say about this slipper though is that, these are going for about $55 online. So when I did a quick search, you cannot find them at this price. So she got a really good deal on those. We have more too.
Yeah, and the thing is, shoes are always over £1. So, we can't get the first class for shoes at all. First class postage.
That's true, and that's like pretty normal. So shoes usually going to cost you $8-9 to ship.
Plus, you wouldn't want to wear a pair of shoes that's less than £1. I mean, you want something to support you, right?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. You're funny. Who would think about that?
This last one, this is actually a home and garden acorn cookie jar. It's super cute. I think Christmas, holiday time, people are looking for fun holiday fall decor. We sourced this for $10 and sold this for $35.
So this is one of those, like, I was at a garage sale and I saw it and I fell in love with the cookie jar. It was gorgeous. It's like an acorn, and somebody thought the same. So like Michelle and I, we love selling hard goods. I don't know why, but we're like attracted to them. So hopefully this one makes it and doesn't break.
All right, that was a wrap. Here's the recap. We sold a total of 18 items. Total gross at $1,770. I had a long day. And our profit is $1,174.
Yep. And so what are our goals for next week, Michelle?
To relax.
Well, I'm glad she said that, actually, because we are going to be taking Thursday and Friday off. So there will be no live on Thursday, Friday. So, hopefully you guys do the same and just enjoy your time off. So we have big plans to play video games. Michelle, depending on the game you play, if you guys want to play video games with us, let us know what games you play. We'll play, we're happy to play with you guys. So those are our plans. Play video games and eat.
And watch movies.
And watch movies and walk the dogs. So thank you guys so much for joining us. Please put in the comment your goals if you feel like it for next week, so we can all touch base 1 week from today and see how things are going. Now, yeah, it is. See, that's the thing about reselling those. Like, we're going to take time off, but I know some of our work is still going to be listing a little bit. We should still list a little bit, even if it's like at least one item, because this is when people are shopping, right? So Thursday and Friday, yeah, it's holiday, but people are shopping. We're in the business of selling. So we should definitely try to list something this week. And so our goals are not going to be lofty. You know, we're not going to list 17 items a day, but we may shoot for about, 3 to 5 a day or something. Right, Michelle?
Sure. Yes.
Sure. But relisting with Vendu is easy. So we could totally do that anytime.
Yeah, we're quite fine on the listing game. So
yes.
Yeah.
Awesome. And Rich says we will be selling like crazy, hopefully. Yes. And Bill says, yeah, video games. Awesome.
Yes, Bill, we're gonna play Spider-Man.
Yes.
And we also had a family game night over the weekend, and we played Uno.
Yeah, Uno. Okay, there's a really cool game. What is it called, Michelle? It's houseparty.com. It is so much fun. If you guys want to play houseparty.com with us, let us know during the holidays, and we can make an appointment, but we can play Uno. We can play Uno together. So that our holiday is just going to be spent with us and the dogs. We're not going to be with any family. If you guys are doing the same, you want to hang out and play games with us, send us a message on Instagram at FlippinGals, and we are more than happy to set everyone up. There's a maximum of 10 players. We can play Uno for like an hour or something. Rich says he's going to relax and play a little guitar. That sounds nice and wonderful. And Bill said that Call of Duty, not the new one, Warzone. Michelle, we played Call of Duty one time last Christmas.
Oh yeah, we did. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's hard to maneuver the weapon at first, but is it? What do you think of the game, Michelle?
I like it, but I prefer Uncharted.
Okay, so there's another game called Uncharted, huh? That you prefer? Excellent.
Yes.
Now, Call of Duty is like one of the most popular games, isn't it?
It's very popular. Yes.
It's very popular.
You could play with your friends online too.
Yeah. So, all right, let's get to our Monday motivational quote. And so this is the quote we have here from Guy Raz. He's the author of How I Built This. I love Guy Raz. I love listening to his voice on the podcast. It's like so soothing for some reason. But this is what he said. He said, "Your failures make your successes so much more meaningful." And isn't that the truth? Yeah. So thanks for sharing that, Michelle. If you feel like you failed or you are failing, remember it's temporary, and remember you can reach out to people and ask, get some help, or because sometimes when you fail, you feel like I want to quit, But if you hang out with like positive and motivational people, they give you that kind of motivation to continue. So so thank you guys so much for hanging out tonight with us, and we're so happy to see that everyone's getting sales going during this time.
Yeah, and I want to give some credit to Brené Brown too. She is Marina's favorite author. I got this from her podcast. If you guys want to listen to podcasts about leadership, she is absolutely the go-to person. So Brené Brown, interviewed Guy Raz here. So I want to give her some credit.
Sounds good. She's awesome. And so have a wonderful night, everyone. And we love you too, Bill. Thank you guys so much for joining us, Rich and Bill, and being part of this conversation. Our lives are not the same without your participation. So we super appreciate that. We hope you have a wonderful Monday, and good luck on your sales this week. We will see everyone tomorrow. Have a beautiful night. See you tomorrow.
Good night.
Bye.